Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here with day 12 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, and this is series 11. The sketch today is by Ashley, who is the Scrapping Nerd. I love that name. And I have these two pictures of my daughter and my niece playing cards on fall break 2017, and I'm using Simple Stories Family Fun. So I have the enamel dots, the puffies, the word foam phrases, and the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. I've already pulled a bunch of things out, as well as some ephemera from the kit. I have two papers, full 12 by 12 papers that I'm going to use. There are some stars on this layout, and since I don't have a ton, I'm going to maybe use some of these to add what I want. These lovelies right here are from MK Gun, which is some assemblage required, and they are super cute, and I am so excited that I get to use them. I was thinking I'd use this, but yeah, there's a few boo-boos on this layout. We'll see if y'all can figure out what they are. Aw, bless. So I have my papers. I have a ton of embellishments. I do have a white cardstock on the back to do my base and my pictures, as well as the sketch. So let's see how this goes. So I start by using this hot pink circle just to trace. Don't panic, I'm not putting hot pink on this layout. And I just grabbed a red pin from my scrappy stash. And then I'm going to use that same circle and grab a black pen, which took me a little longer because I have a few. And I go ahead and write right on that circle because I'm just using it for stenciling. I'm not going to use that for a layout or anything. I just like to have it for curves and things like that. So it sits in a bin near my desk. And I pull it out when I need it. So I get those down there to mimic the lines that they have on theirs. And right now, this layout looks identical to the sketch. Now, am I going to go rogue? Not terribly. Actually, I mean, it mostly stick pretty close. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm trying to decide if the strip going down the right, the left, is actually coming over a little bit. And not starting straight from the far left side, and the one on the bottom comes up a little bit and doesn't start flush with the bottom, but they do on my layout. So I am just test running these to see what I like, if I want the blue on the inside or the outside. I decide I want it on the inside, and then remember that I've matted my pictures on that same blue, so it would kind of disappear into the picture would disappear. So I move the blue to the outside, which I actually do like. Here's where my first boo-boo comes in. And y'all, look, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I created this layout at about 1:45 in the morning. Am I usually up that late? Yes. Am I usually scrapbooking like videos I'm recording? No. Normally at this point I am doing the voiceovers. And so that's why sometimes I sound a little out of it. Okay, so do you see the mistake I've made already? I am such a dork. I don't know how I did that, but I put those papers down on the bottom of the layout, and then somehow I turn and twist everything around, and now it's sideways. Now you're going to see, I don't know, if you're like me, you half watch while you're crafting or doing other things. But you might notice that at some point when I start to get things laid out and together, in the bottom left corner, my hand makes this knife, like a knife hand motion. And I realize at that point that I have done something wrong. I think it's about to come up. I swear, what in the world is wrong with me? So I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh. So, bless my heart. And I sat there and thought about, do I want to make adjustments? No. So I just grabbed my little circle and I'm going to just add another black circle. It's no big deal. And it's still kind of like the original. It's fine. Lord have mercy on my soul. See, it's not terribly off. It's not like it looks bad. It's just, it's so silly. So anyway, so now I am just adding the ephemera bits to try to see where I want to put them. And like I said before, there are not enough stars left over. I've used quite a few. So I just take this little piece from where there was a star in it before, and then I'm just going to push some chip sapphire through from one of these little finger daubers, which is small, so I have a little more control. Do I have control over that little piece of paper? Not completely. It moves a bit on this one, but I really didn't mind. I love when it doesn't look just right because, it makes it more realistic and not store-bought looking. And I am going to use those absolutely awesome acrylics that I ordered from MK. And those are going to go up there where the stars are. So they're going to cover part of that. So right now I'm popping out the red star. I'm going to put it down here in the bottom right corner. And I'm putting some Nouveau Deluxe down to put down the little card suits. That's the word I'm looking for. Good gravy. I thought they'd look kind of cute right next to these stars, because she has the stars going straight down the page, and I love that, but that's just not what I wanted. And plus, because I've messed up that section up there, I felt like there's way too much white space up there. I've got to do something, and so I moved things over a little bit. And since I was also inking, I decided instead of putting too much, I think the very first one I did was partially on the paper, like that lined paper. So I didn't want to do any more of those because then it makes it look a little weird and wonky. So I've made a little cluster down in the bottom right corner. I have decided what I'm going to title this layout. And I love this collection. It's been a lot of fun. I've been playing a lot of board games and things at home since we moved to our new apartment. And not as much now, but a lot in the summer. And so I've got a lot of use out of this collection as well as the Echo Park one. And so, but more this one, to be honest. I like the Simple Stories collection better. The Echo Park one is a little weird and has a lot of like old-timey references, which is kind of strange. The paper is uber thick though, so I don't know. Anyway, I'll be using it soon because I have pictures of my kids playing Twister, and there is some Twister bits in there. And there's the other thing I did. I forgot to use that third little strip of paper that I was going to tuck in there. But, whatever. It's fine. So I put down my little famous, fabulous favorite things to use to cover my stuff when I do mixed media. The Peace Craft Love thank you cards. And then I just tap out some wild honey. And now here is the sketch again by the Scrapping Nerd. And here will be the close-ups. I hope that you all will go to the playlist and check that out. There are so many layouts, so much inspiration. It is absolutely fantastic. No matter what your kind of style you're looking for, it's there. I mean, there's so many different things that you can find, so much inspiration, and just put it on the playlist and click play and it'll go. So I will be here every day this month. So far, so good, with a new layout. So I hope that you all will join me. I am loving these sketches. They are so much fun. So I hope you all have a great day and happy scrapping.